Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all the ships at sea. Welcome to today's Saturday, June 7th, 2025, Walpole Media Corporation broadcast of Walpole High School softball as the Timberwolves continue their run for back-to-back state championships with a rematch of last year's title game. The Orange and Blue is hosting the Westfield High Bombers in an MIAA Division II Elite Eight state quarterfinal game at the Norfolk County Agricultural High School softball diamond in Walpole. My name is Rick Brown, your voice of Walpole High Sports. I'll be handling the play-by-play action while Nick Piccirilli will be doing the filming. Walpole made it easy going in the round of 16 games, slugging 3 of their 4 home runs while scoring 8 runs in the first inning to roll to a 70-0 rout of Stoughton. The Bombers blanked Somerset Berkeley 3-0 to advance. This is just the second year these two teams have met. Today's winner will take on the Middleborough Silver Lake winner in the state semifinals. Colby College-bound Charlotte Stasinski pitched a nifty 1-hit, 9-strikeout gem against the Black Knights. Charlotte also extended her state record of 7 straight playoff shutouts over the last 2 years. Having had off-season surgery, the senior hurler has pitched 103 innings, allowed 20 earned runs for a 1.15 ERA, with 162 strikeouts and 33 walks. On the year, Walpole has blanked 9 opponents. Walpole edged Westfield 1-0 in the Division II state title game a year ago, and both teams are red hot again this spring. Coach Rachel Sprague's squad comes in as the 4th seed in D2, champions of both the Bay State Conference and the Herget Division, 12-1 in BSC play and 16-4 overall. Walpole has won 9 of 11 home games and has outscored their opponents 154-36. Sophomore catcher Abby Riley, junior second baseman Grace Todd, and freshman designated hitter Adriana Torres all clubbed round trippers in the getaway frame, making things easy in the Stoughton game. Senior third baseman Nora Broderick also blasted another home run in the 4th inning. Grace Todd, who is 6 for 6 in the postseason, added a pair of doubles for the Timberwolves. Grace moved into the batting lead with a .444 batting average with 28 hits and 63 trips. 7 doubles, 2 triples, a pair of homers, 16 RBI, and 19 runs scored. First baseman Briella Clinton is runner-up with 22 hits and 53 at-bats for a .415 average with 5 doubles, a triple, a home run, 14 runs batted in, and 16 scored. Walpole's 6 seniors, co-captains Briella Clinton, Charlotte Stasinski, Nora Broderick, Carolyn Duran, along with Sydney Bissonnet and Carolyn Daly, have won 71 of 81 games for an 88% winning streak that included a school record 22 consecutive victories from 2023 to 2024. Westfield, which is a member of the Pioneer Valley Interscholastic Athletic Conference, plays an independent schedule in softball and comes in with a 16-6 record, having outscored their opponents 184-66. The Bombers bring in a 4-game shutout streak and have blanked 9 opponents on the year. Westfield's other late-season whitewashings were against, the Bombers brought in a 4-game shutout streak. Their other shutouts were against West Springfield 16-0 in both Longmeadow and Woburn in the round of 32 by 12-0 scores. Senior Shea Hurley struck out 13 in the Somerset victory, and freshman Jayliana Santiago homered. So this should be a good game. We're hoping we can beat the rain this afternoon. It's 35% chance that we're supposed to get it, but we will just keep our fingers crossed. And if you know anyone who is interested in providing play-by-play or color commentary in any Walpole High School sporting events, you should contact Walpole Media Corporation Executive Director Tamara Green at 508-668-7795 or email her at tgreen@walpolemedia.tv. All right, we will go over the starting lineups for the Westfield Bombers. Leading off the shortstop, Addison Rowell. Third baseman Sidney Lapana will be batting second, followed by second baseman Giuliani Santiago. Cleanup hitter is the first baseman Sophie Swanteson, while left fielder Alejandra Strange will be batting fifth. Catcher Grace Trempy is in the 6th spot, followed by Pitcher Shea Hurley batting 7th. The designated player Ava Roberts will be batting 8th. And in the 9th spot, center fielder Kaylee Kropinski. Right fielder Caitlin Aruth will not be batting. For Walpole, it'll be designated player Adriana Torres leading off, followed by catcher Abby Riley, left fielder Carolyn Duran, first baseman Briella Clinton in the number 4 slot, second baseman Grace Todd batting 5th, Charlotte Stasinski in the number 6 spot, center fielder Carolyn Duran will be batting 7th. Shortstop Sienna Cruiser will be batting 8th. And right fielder Sydney Bissonnet will be in the number 9 spot. Third baseman Nora Broderick will be not batting. And we are just about ready to get underway here. The first pitch by Stasinski is a strike call. Charlotte's 1 strike pitch, swung on and missed, 0-2 the count. Charlotte quickly jumps ahead on the batter. Addison Rowell. 0-2 delivery, up high, ball 1. The 1-2 pitch. Ball 2 up high. 2-2 count now to Rowell. Ground ball second. Over to first. Easy play for Grace Todd. 4-3 if you're keeping score. 1 down. Brings up the third baseman, Sydney Lapana. Fouled against the Westfield bench. 1 strike. Stasinski looks in for the sign. Here's the windup and the pitch. Fly ball to left right field. Putting away easily. Sydney Bissonnet. 2 down. And it brings up the second baseman, Juliana Santiago. Santiago, like we said at the top of the broadcast, homered in the 3-0 victory over Somerset. And from what I've been hearing coming out of Western Mass, she has started to really hit a stride here late in this season. Fly drive, popped right to Grace Todd for the out. 3 up, 3 down for Westfield in the first. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. Torres steps into the plate. For Hurley's first pitch, up high, a ball. The 1-0 delivery from Hurley. There's a strike call in the inside corner. 1-1 the count. The 1-1 delivery. Fouled back against the backstop. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 pitch to Torres. Ball just outside, 2-2. Two pitch, foul back. Count remains 2-2. Torres waiting. Here's the delivery and the pitch. Way high, full count. So fly ball, the shot left, and it drops in for a base hit. So the first base hit of the game goes to the Walpole Timberwolves as Adriana singles to left field. And it brings up the catcher, Abby Riley. Like we said, Abby poked a home run her first trip against Stoughton. We'll see if she has any more power left in that back. Shows bunt, takes a ball. Pitch. Ball popped up. Third baseman puts it away. 1 down. And it brings up the left fielder, Carolyn Duran. Strike called. Ball inside, 1-1. Swung on and missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ground ball foul down the third baseline. Keeps the count. Keeps the count of ball and 2 strikes. Little blooper caught by the catcher. That was a kind of a half-hearted swing there. It looked like she didn't decide to swing till the last minute and popped it up to the catcher. Brings up Briella Clinton, first baseman, and the cleanup hitter for Walpole. Torres goes down to second. Steal, and it was a ball, that first pitch. So Walpole with the runner in scoring position in the form of freshman Adriana Torres. Ball down low, 2-0. Ball 3. Hitters count here. called that a strike? I guess it was a 1-2 count there. Caught me off guard. Called strike 3. So Walpole, no runs, 1 hit. Stasinski looks in for the sign. She gets it. Here's the pitch. Ball. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Ball and 2 strikes. Up high, 22. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. First pitch is swung on missed to Alejandra Strange. Charlotte's 1 strike pitch, foul behind the first baseline. Two strikes, the count. Foul back, count remains 0-2. Foul back again. Charlotte stays ahead on the count, 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch. Up high, 1-2. The 1-2 delivery. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Charlotte. And it brings up the catcher, Grace Trempy. Strike called. Ball 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Foul down the right field line. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the Bomber catcher. Up high, 2-2. Foul back. Count remains 2-2. Charlotte sign, goes into the motion. Strike 3 called. So Charlotte strikes out the side in the second inning. All right, Briella Clinton coming to the plate. No, I'm sorry, Grace Todd coming to the plate for Walpole. Strike called. Ground ball slowly to first, and she gets there for the unassisted play. Now, that was actually Briella Clinton. They called somebody out for something. I'm not sure what. I can't figure out what happened. They must have, I don't know what the call was. Maybe it was interference or something. But anyway, now we've got Grace Todd coming to the plate. Fly ball, foul territory, and a nice diving catch by the first baseman. And with 2 outs, it'll bring up the pitcher, Charlotte Stasinski. Fly ball to right field, and it's dropped. And it was a foul. They're calling that a foul ball. Okay. Ball down low, 1-1. Line drive, base hit into center field. Walpole picks up their second hit of the game, and it brings up the center fielder, Carolyn Daly. First pitch to Daly is high for a ball. Sorry, this is Carolyn Duran, not Carolyn Daly. Foul back. There's a ball, and Stasinski steals second. Put a runner in scoring position. Swing and a miss. 2-2 to Duran. Strike 3 called. All right, Stasinski looks in for the sign. Here's our first pitch. Strike called. Foul behind the Bomber dugout. Put Stasinski on top here, 2 strikes. Strike 3 called at the knees. Four straight Ks for Charlotte. And it brings up the designated player, Ava Roberts. Charlotte looks in for the sign. Here's the pitch. Up high, a ball. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Ball outside. 2 balls and a strike. Ball 3. This is the first batter that's gotten 3 balls off of Stasinski. The 3-1 delivery on its way. Up high, a ball. And it brings up the number 9 hitter, center fielder Haley Krupensky. As the Westfield gets their first base runner of the game. Bunt drops on a nice one. Nice play by catcher. 2-4. That will go. As Abby Riley fires down to first to Grace Todd covering. Well placed bunt. 2 down now, and brings up the top of the order. Addison Rowell, she grounded to Grace Todd the first time up, fouls it back out of play. Strike 1. Stasinski goes into the motion. Here's the pitch. Up high, a ball, 1-1. Fly ball to center field. Drop. Oh, no, she caught it. Okie doke. 3 up. 4 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits. Fly ball to left field. Easy out. 1 down now. Brings up the right fielder, Sydney Bissonnet. That's the ball. Strike 1-1. Shea Hurley looks into the sign. She's got it. Here's the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Bissonnet. Foul down the first baseline. Count remains 1-2. 2-2. 2-2 delivery from Hurley. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. First strikeout of the game for Hurley. I'm sorry, the second strikeout of the game for Hurley. Brings up the top of the order, Adriana Torres. She singled to left her first time up. Pops it up. That will go out of play over near the Walpole bench. Strike, boy, that one, you could watch that thing. That thing was dipsy doodling the whole way in there. 2 strikes, the count on Torres. Strike 3 called. 3 up, 3 down for Walpole in the third. He played 3 complete. Was it?
Yeah.
That was the one, I've been told that was the 1,000th strikeout for Shea Hurley for the Westfield Bombers. The reason that everyone erupted, I couldn't figure out why, just a common strikeout, but her 1,000th career strike. Congratulations, Shea. Stasinski has thrown, let's see, 57 pitches. I'm sorry, 37 pitches, 25 for strikes. Hurley has thrown 48 pitches, 24 for strikes. 28 for strikes. For Westfield in the fourth, it'll be third baseman Sydney Lapana. Line drive. That'll go 1-4-3 if you're keeping score, because it deflected off Stasinski's glove to second baseman Grace Todd, and she was able to beat the speedy Lapana down the line. 1-4-3, 1 out here in the fourth inning. Brings up Juliana Santiago. She popped a second her first time up. First pitch swinging. Strike 1. Ball outside, 1-1. Strike 2 called. Stasinski a hit on the count, a ball and 2 strikes. Line drive, base hit to center field. So with 1 out, the Bombers get their first hit of the game. And it brings up the first baseman, Sophia Swintessa. Fouls it back. Strike 1. Fouls it back. No balls, 2 strikes, the count. Stasinski looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch. She hit her. So runners on first and second for Westfield here. Coach Rachel Sprague calling timeout to discuss what is going to happen when the ball is hit wherever in the infield. It will bring up the left fielder, Alejandro Strange. Sign, here's the pitch. Line drive, base hit to center field. And the bases are loaded for Westfield with 1 out here in the fourth. Brings up the catcher, Grace Trumpy. He was called out on strikes her first time up. Walpole's infield playing in a little bit to try and cut off the run at the plate. Foul back, strike one. Drive, foul down the right field line. 2 strikes, the count. Down low, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down now. And it brings up the pitcher, Shea Hurley. Chance to help her own cause here. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Top of the 4th inning of a scoreless game. This MIAA Division II Elite 8 state quarterfinal game. Foul just rifled past some of her teammates at the end of the bench. Another foul ball. Brzezinski quickly jumps ahead, 2 strikes early. The mound opponent. Up high and all. 1 and 2 to count. Fouls it off again. Count remains 1 and 2. Now looks into the sign. Here's a 1-2 delivery. Ground ball. Booted. To the first. In time. Oh, the Rubens. They call her out. Big play. So that'll go 3-4. Heads up play by second baseman Grace Todd and Briella Clinton to have the sense that she booted the original ball, was able to turn around and get back to first in time to make the play. All right. Abby fouled out to the third baseman, her first trip. She takes a ball inside. Strike 1-1. Strike 2. Boy, that one slow and tantalizing, but you have to stay off that. Ball and 2 strikes to Riley. Ball outside, 22. Foul back. Count remains 2-2. Ball to foul. Oh, dropped. Didn't quite get there in time. Count remains 2-2. Pitch. Popped up to the catcher. The out. 1 down, and it brings up left fielder Carolyn Daly. Pitch is a strike. The 0-1 pitch. Down low, 1-1. Foul down, out of play. Ball and 2 strikes. You can see it's starting to get dark over there behind home plate. It's not too bad on where we are out in the outfield here, but hopefully we'll be able to get this in before the rain starts. Ground ball, the shot booted. And Walpole gets the leadoff runner on. It brings up the cleanup hitter, Briella Clinton. Rounder to second, over to first. 2 down. Daly gets over to second. So with a runner in scoring position, 2 outs here on the bottom of the 4th, that brings up second baseman Grace Todd. Line drive, base hit to center field, and it gets by the runner. Grace going to second. He's going to go to third. And Walpole gets on the board first with a triple to center field by Grace Todd, who had been 6 for 6 coming into the games. And now gets her hit. And it gives Walpole the 1-0 lead here, which may be all the teams need here. Last year they just had a 1-0 game. And it brings up Charlotte Stasinski with a chance to help her own cause here. Ball. The 1-0 pitch. Base hit to left field. To right field, that gets by the runner. Charlotte going to second. And she's going to go on to third. There's a throw. She slides in safe. Back-to-back three-baggers for Walpole. One to left, one to center, and one to right. And Walpole jumps out to a 2-0 lead here. All right, brings up the center fielder Carolyn Duran. Play at third was very close, and they said that Charlotte had kept her foot on the bag when she slid in. And that allowed the second Walpole run to come in. Brings up Duran. Took a call, third strike, her first trip. Ground ball, shot, another boot. Over to first, safe. And the third run comes in for Walpole. Two errors this inning. And Wall has allowed Walpole to go up 3-0 here. Brings to the plate shortstop Sienna Cruiser. And a stolen base for Duran. Pitch from Hurley on its way. Pops it up to second. This is going to be trouble. The right fielder comes in and makes the play. But Walpole comes up with 3 runs on 2 hits. There were 2 errors and 1 left on base. After 4 complete, the score is your Walpole Timberwolves 3, the Westfield Bombers nothing. First pitch by Stasinski is a strike call. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Roberts walked her first time up for the first base runner for Westfield in the game. Fouls it off down the first baseline. Count remains 0-2. Swinging foul, tipped right into the mid, and 1 down here. Brings up the number 9 hitter, center fielder Holly Krapinski. She bunted and was thrown out. Catcher to second base, covering first. Swing and miss, strike 1. Ball 1 up high, 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2, a ball with 2 strikes. 1-2 delivery, swing and a miss, strike 3. And it brings up the top of the order. Addison Rowell grounded to second, flied out to center. Ball up high. Strike pitch, pops it up behind the plate. It'll be out of play. 0-2. 1-1. No. 0-2. Stasinski's pitch. Swing and a miss. She called one of those a ball. Okay, 1 ball, 2 strikes now. I think it was 3. I thought it was 3 strikes. They're discussing it. I think it was an 0-2 pitch that she struck out on. No, now they're saying 1 and 2. That's wrong. She fouled off a pitch. She called a strike, and then she just threw a strike. So I wholeheartedly disagree that she missed that call. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pops it up. Grace Todd puts it away for the out. Doesn't matter. All right, Bissonnet struck out her first time up. Fouls it back behind the backstop. Strike 1. The 1 strike pitch. Up high, 1-1. Hurley's pitch. Foul back to the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count to Bissonnet. Ground ball, the shot over to first for the out. 1 down. And it brings up Adriana Torres. Adriana is 1 for 2. Opened the game for Walpole with a base hit to left. And took a call 3rd strike her last time up. Fouls it back, strike 1. Ball 2 up high. I'm sorry, ball 1, 1-1. Soft pop up to the second baseman, an easy out. Can of corn, as they say. And it brings up the catcher, Abby Riley. Abby has fouled out twice. Once to the 3rd baseman, once to the catcher. Hurley's pitch is fouled off, strike 1. Hurley's delivery way high. Went over her catcher completely. 1 ball, 1 strike. steps back into the batter's box. Here's Hurley's 1-1 pitch. Grounded to third. One hop, long throw over, and the side is retired. Walpole, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. Stasinski looks in for the sign. Here's the pitch. There's a base at the right field. And it brings up Juliana Santiago. She singled to center her last time up for what was at the time the first base hit of the game for Westfield. Ground ball, the shot. Second for the force out. So that will go 6-4. Cruiser to Todd on the put out. And it brings up Swenson. She struck out and was hit by a pitch. It's not very often you see a softball player get hit by a pitch. Fly ball. Bissonnet is over there. She's got it for the out. 2 down. I think she caught that right on the foul line. So with 2 outs, it brings up the left fielder, Alejandra Strange. She singled to center her last time up to load the bases. But then Stasinski just settled down and retired the next 2 batters to keep the score. Ball gets away from so that was a ball as it got away from Riley. The coach for Westfield wondering why his runner only gets second base. He thought she should get third on the pass ball that went out of bounds. Anyway, she is in scoring position at second base, and it brings up Strange, Alejandra Strange. Fouls it back, strike 1. 1-1. There's a ball. 2 balls in the strike. Ball outside. 3 balls in the strike. Delivery, swung on and missed. Oh, that was actually a 2-2 pitch. Strike 3. So Stasinski gets out of the jam. Shea Hurley looks in for the sign. Here's her pitch. Up high, a ball. The 1-0 delivery. Ball 2. Fouled off down the first baseline. 2 balls and a strike. Up high, 3 balls and 1 strike. The 3-1 pitch. Strike called on the inside corner. Full count. This is the first full count of the game for Hurley. Swung on and missed, strike 3. With 2 down, with 1 out here, it brings up first baseman Briella Clinton. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Tried to hold up, but went around. 1 strike to count to Briella. Fouls it off, a late swing down the first baseline. 0-2 the count to the Timberwolf first baseman. Hurley looks in, goes into the motion. Here's our 2-strike pitch. Slow roller first, foul. Count remains 0-2 to Briella. Briella switches bats here. Maybe a little bit lighter one so she can get around on the pitch faster. Slow roller back to the mound. Over to first. 2 down. And it brings up second baseman Grace Todd. Grace ripped a triple to center field, knocking in the first run of the ball game. Back in the 4th inning. Strike call. Fly ball to right center field. And the right fielder puts it away for the out. For Walpole, 3 up, 3 down in the 6th. We've played 6 complete here. And the score is Walpole 3, Westfield nothing, with their last at bat coming up. Stasinski looks in for the sign. Here's the pitch. It's the ball outside. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Fouls it back behind the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two delivery. Fly ball to, drops in, gets past the runners. So Trumpy starts things off with a double to right field. And it brings up the pitcher, Shea Hurley. Shea 0 for 2, chance to help herself out here. Ground ball to Clinton. She gets the easy out. But Trumpy moves to third. And it brings up the designated player, Ava Roberts. She's walked and struck out. Westfield with a runner at third. Charlotte looks in, here's the pitch, swing and a miss, strike one. Strike two called at the knees. Charlotte ahead on the count, 0-2. Line drive, base hit. And that breaks Charlotte Stasinski's postseason shutout streak at 247, 53 and 2/3 innings. 53 and 2/3 innings shutout. Postseason, awesome. There's a ball to Haley Krupinski. Swing and a miss. Go back to first. Two strikes, the count on Krupinski. Strike three called. Oh, there's a ball in there someplace. There's strike three. Strike call to Walpole. Ball, base at the center. And the ball is at two runners on, first and second. 2 outs here in the 7th. And it brings up the third baseman, Sydney LaPena. She singled her last time up. Fouls it down the third baseline, strike one. Pops it up to second. Todd drops it. And they throw it away. That will go as an E4. And we are tied here.
Oh, that's awesome. Wow. Let's go.
And it brings up the second baseman, Santiago. So Todd came back, had the ball in her glove for a split second, but it dropped out as she hit the ground, and that let Pana go all the way over to third. They're going to walk her intentionally.
Hey,
First and third for Westfield. Brings up the cleanup hitter, first baseman Sophie Winston. She takes a strike. Fouls it back. 2 strikes the count. And the side is retired. Shea Hurley looks in for the sign. Here's the windup and the pitch. Puts the ball down low. Charlotte fouls it back. Strike 1. 1-1. Ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. In for the sign. Here's the pitch. Ball up high. 3-1. Fouls it down the first baseline. Full count. Strike 3 call at the knees. And it brings up the center fielder, Carolyn Duran. Carolyn reached on an error her last time up. Swing and miss, strike 1. Strike 2. Two-strike delivery on its way from Hurley. Up high ball. One and 2. Pitch on its way. Up high, 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And it brings up shortstop C and a cruiser. Strike call. Ball down low. 1-1. Ground ball booted by the first baseman, and she will be safe. Third error of the game by Westfield. Brings up the number 9 hitter, Sydney Bissonnet. And we have a pinch runner for her. It's Layla Casey. Pitch. It's a ball. Slow roll out of second. Over to first. The side is retired. All right, the pitch is a ball. Round ball. The shot over to first. One down. And it brings up Triemo, the catcher. Pitches a ball up high. Pops it up behind first. Strike 1-1. Fouls it back 1-2. Fouls it off again 1-2. One-two pitch. Strike 3 call. Gets away from the catcher. Throws down. She's safe. One out. Westfield gets a base runner. Ball one outside. Ball two. Ball outside. 3-1. Strike. Full count. And the pitch. In the dirt. umpires discussing whether to call the game here or what. It is raining pretty steadily now. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As you'll notice, we are back at the South Walpole Community Athletic Complex field for the continuation of this MIAA Division II round of Elite Eight quarterfinal match between your Walpole Timberwolves and the Westfield Bombers. The score is tied 3-3. We were going, when the rains came on Saturday, we were picking it up from that point on. We're in the top of the 8th inning. There is one out, and Westfield has runners on first and second. The winner of this game will play Silver Lake in the state semifinals on Thursday at UMass Dartmouth at 5 o'clock. So we'll see here. Hopefully Walpole can get out of this jam here. If you watched the first game on Saturday, Walpole scored 3 runs in the 4th inning, and Westfield came back with 3 runs in the top of the 7th, the last inning, not only tying the game but also stopping Charlotte Stasinski's playoff shutout run of 53 2/3 innings. And we are ready to go.
Let's go, Shaw!
The batter is a ball. First ball's a wild pitch. So now 2 runners in scoring position for Westfield.
Foul ball, foul ball!
Foul back out of play. Fly ball. That's a gapper. That's a base hit. 1 run's going to score. 2 runs are going to score. There's a throw to the plate, and not in time. And Westfield takes the lead. Westfield takes a 5-3 lead here in the 8th inning. And it brings up Haley Kropinski with 1 out, runner on first. Shows bunch, drops down a beauty. Throw to first is in time. Going to third, dead.
Oh!
Nice.
Yeah!
So
Yeah!
it is 2-3.
Let's go, Walpole!
And then 3-5 for the out. But Westfield has come up with 2 runs. All right. Gurley's pitch is a bloop. The second. And put away for the out. 1 out here. And it brings up catcher Abby Riley. Abby is 0 for 3. Ball 1 up high. Strike 1-1. Ball 2. Two-one pitch. Swung on and missed. 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Upside, full count. Hurley looks in for the sign. Here comes her payoff delivery. Swung on and missed, strike 3. 2 down now. Walpole down to their last out. And brings up left fielder Carolyn Daly. Carolyn 0 for 3. She reached on an error and has scored a run. Strike called. Foul back, 0-2. T-Wolves down to their last strike here. Ball outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hurley looks in into the motion. Swung on and missed. And that's the ball game and the season. Walpole in the 8th. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. So for the final score here in this MIAA Division II Elite 8 state quarterfinal game is the Westfield Bombers 5, Walpole 3. For Westfield, they had 5 runs on 8 hits. 8 hits. They had 3 errors, and they left 7 on base. For Walpole, they had 2 runs on, 3 runs on 4 hits. They made 1 error, and they left 3 on base. Charlotte Stasinski gets the loss. She struck out 9, walked 2, threw 107 pitches, 81 for strikes. For Shea Hurley of Westfield, she had 7 strikeouts and no walks, threw 116 pitches, 73 strikes. Like we said, this was a continuation of a game on Saturday. Walpole got on the board first with 3 runs in the 4th inning. Westfield tied it up in the 7th and won it in the 8th. So Walpole finishes the season at 16-5, and Westfield advances to play Silver Lake, and with the 17-6 record. So we would like to thank you for watching this Walpole Media Corporation broadcast of Walpole High School Girls Varsity softball action. Congratulations to the Timberwolves for a tremendous season. And once again, the final score, Westfield 5, Walpole 3.